Morning from beautiful Colville. We are taking up, heading to Fillmore today, down into Utah. Brad has to wind his way out of his campground. If you saw the video last night, you saw there are lots of turns, but he's got some help down there, so I am going to get in the Volt and meet him over there. Hook up and get on the road.
Okay, Zariah, this one's for you. You asked for Dad to do some narration, so I'm going to give you a point of view of what it's like to drive this big bus. So we're going down the road in the interstate here in Utah. It's not quite as busy, so I thought I could do this now. Just standard steering wheel. Got the cruise set at 64 miles an hour. We see that the bridge is 16 feet tall, so we know we're good to go because we're 11.5 feet tall. Over here I have my GPS. It's telling me which direction to go. It tells me my speed. Over here on the left I have 3 mirrors, and on the right you can see the center mirror shows you a nice picture of what's out back. The top one kind of expands that a little bit. It's concave. And the bottom one is a blind spot mirror, so it shows you if anything's in the blind spot. And then down to all the gauges. We have our speedometer and our RPM gauge, so everything's looking good there. The fuel gauge is showing between 1/2 and 3/4, so we probably have about 80 gallons left in the tank. Kind of amazing to have 3/4 of a tank and be at 80 gallons left, so we got some good range. Then you got all the other gauges down here too. You got your temperatures and just something to keep watching to make sure your temperatures aren't climbing wrong or anything. Got a bunch of buttons over here. We really don't use those while we're driving. That's the transmission selector between drive and neutral and reverse. Much more buttons here. And then down here is your air brake in the very back. That's what you set when you do the parking brake. And one more thing I'll show you over here is the camera view that shows the Toad. Shows the Chevy Volt there. You just saw a car pass. And then we'll see a semi pass as well because I can see him in my mirror. So just kind of a quick point of view, and if I turn over this way, you see Mom, and she gets to breathe heavy too because riding is pretty difficult. Have a great day, guys.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
We made it to Fillmore. We got all settled and we rested for a little bit, and now we are out and about. We are going to go see the Utah State Territorial Capital. It was started off being the capital of Utah. It was only used for one term in 1855 before it was moved to a much larger Salt Lake City. So there should be a museum here somewhere. We're gonna go check it out. Even though only one wing was ever finished of this beautiful Capitol building, and it was only used for one term in 1885, the museum that it now houses is a beautiful tribute to the history of this area and to so many of the pioneers that created this area in Fillmore and Meadow and the surrounding area. If you have a chance, make sure you check it out. Okay, for those who know me know that I love my genealogy. And this is a tombstone from this guy. He died in 1877. He was 63. This thing up here talks about it finally, this was his original tombstone, and it fell in 1944, so his family erected a new nice one. Here you see his wives, 8 of them. And what's amazing about this is that listed down below, roll of his children as born, are his 37 children. That is just amazing. I love that. This strikes me as interesting. I wonder what unlawful horseback riding is. This guy felt so guilty that he turned himself in. Shackled to the floor. Oh, how filthy my hands are. Gross. I absolutely love this hallway. Yes, yes, yes. I'm still ogling over all of these pictures, and what I love about them is that, well, for starters, they have amazing picture frames. I love them, but then each one has a little blip about the person, and that's just really cool. It's not just a name, it's part of their story. I love pictures like this, and I love the old frames. And this building is so cool. And I could just be here for 57 hours, but don't think Brad will want that. Oh, you gotta see this adorable little guy over here. On his 75th birthday, he won a dancing prize. Good job, John. Way to go. Way to show those old young whippersnappers. And this one, she learned to knit and make lace when she was 3. Seriously. Good job, Hannah Hansen. I like his mustache and his picture frame. Ooh, this guy has a tutor. It's probably a good thing that I don't work here because I would never get anything done. Oh, that one's good. Okay, and holy tamale. I know you're probably getting sick of these people, but I don't care because I love every single one of them. They're my friends. This lady, in her service to mother, she was promised that she would never lose a woman or child. She delivered almost 3,000 babies in her lifetime. Kudos to you. What an amazing woman. After touring the museum, Brad and I went back to the RV and we got ready and we went on a little road trip. It was about 15 miles down the road through a little town called Meadow, about 20-25 minutes to get there. And the last 5 minutes or 5 miles were on gravel. You go to this huge empty field. You can see here there is just nothing around you, and there are 3 natural hot springs just in the middle of nowhere. It is private property, so be respectful, carry in, carry out, but it was just amazing to just see these holes in the middle of this field, and then you get in and this water is clear as Caribbean water, and it's 30 feet deep. There are ledges around, and it is warm. I mean, we're talking like close to 100 degrees. Beautiful, epic, so glorious to see. It was truly an amazing thing to see. It was a great adventure. Brad doesn't think we should do it at night. I think it would be beautiful, but I agree it would be quite scary because, yeah, there's just so much around you. I was really hoping that we wouldn't see any reptiles, rattlesnakes, anything like that. So it was really fun. It was really amazing. And yeah, check it out if you get out there. You won't regret it. So Zariah wants to know how in the middle of nowhere this hot springs is. It is so in the middle of nowhere that there are cows and no fences.
Cows just walk across the road.
I feel like I'm on the Polar Express train. we came out, there was one in the middle of the road, and I tooted my pedestrian horn and scared him. Oh, that one looks like a demon. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt your kid, just... Alright, so Dad and I stopped at this little car hop, and these onion rings are the best we have ever had. Dad got a...
Yeah, like a chicken cordon bleu. They call it a chicken Malibu.
And I assumed it was gonna have pineapple on it, but it doesn't. And check this beauty out. Oh, you see all that blue cheese underneath there? It's mounding. I'm excited. Well, we are at the end of our first day in Fillmore. We had a great day seeing some of the sights around here. And it is the end. So that means you need something educational and something that I think is funny, even though nobody else probably does. So your educational fact, because we all know that skin cancer is more than skin deep, hippos actually produce and secrete their own sunblock. They secrete an oily substance from their skin that acts as a natural sunblock, and some people even think that they're bleeding because it can kind of give off a red sheen. So there you have it. Hippos are awesome. And you need a joke. What kind of cars do eggs drive? They drive Volkswagens. You're welcome. We love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we're going to keep finding our way. See you then.